call that radio. You call that radio TV. Below. You call that radio TV.
This is You Call That Radio.
This is You Call That Radio TV. We're back. It feels like it's been ages. But we're back with this you can see behind me is the Yoko Pwno's brand new album, Part Machine. What's the reason that I think we've got Yoko Pwno to join us this evening? Today's part 2 of a double dunter show. Earlier on, we had the amazing Kathy Malloy of the Miscarriages of Justice organisation talking about justice, corruption, and Alabama 3. So you can check that on our YouTube channel. And I do believe we only need one more person to hit the red subscribe button on YouTube, and then we've hit 2,000, which has been a while coming. So if you've not subscribed yet, then hit that red button. And welcome if you're on Twitch or Facebook or wherever you're watching it. But it does look and sound a bit better on YouTube. I think we can go live to the various, I don't know where, Yoko Pwno. I mean, I think if Yoko Pwno was a wrestler, it would be from parts unknown. But I think sometimes it's East Lothian, Norway. I don't know.
Parts unknown, definitely.
Parts unknown. From East Lothian to Norway, I believe. This is why this album that we're seeing here. I love the artwork, by the way. I'm just going to bring it to full screen. It's who did that? What's going on here?
Oh, the artwork was by a guy called Johnny Henderson, who's someone we know socially. He lives down in Bristol. He actually does work for Dyson at the moment, who are evil. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
Are Dyson evil though?
Dyson are pretty. Dyson are evil, man.
In
Dyson
the grand
are pretty
scheme
evil.
of things, though.
Okay, you know they're not like fucking Magneto evil, but they're pretty evil.
Spotify evil, Nestle evil.
Well, so the guy,
Facebook evil?
James Dyson, was a huge proponent of Brexit, and then the minute that Brexit happened, he shipped all of his workers out of the country and shut down all his UK factories. So he's a bit of a prick.
How does that affect Henry the Hoover? That's what I want to know. Is Dyson, are they rivals with Henry the Hoover? Are they part of the same gang? How does that?
Nah, man, Henry's a socialist.
Henry's a red.
That's true.
Hello, Lou. Lou Rogerson's in the house, evening all, on the exercise bike, so there's. Do you know, I'm back on the bike as well this week. I'm day 5 off the cigarettes, day 4. Day 5, we'll call it day 5. No smokes, and on the exercise, well, not on a real bike in the outside world, so I know I can relate, Lou, I can relate. Epi, YouTube is the way. Yes, it is the way. Henry is a free spirit. We've got a brilliant show today because we've actually got exclusives. We've got exclusive music videos that no one has ever seen before by Yoko Pwno. They've got well, you can tell us all about it. You've got tour dates coming up to promote the album. You've got a busy festival season that appears. Maybe Callum, you want to just introduce the rest of the band and what everybody does, and then we'll take it. We'll get into the competition in a minute.
Well, I'll introduce the ones who aren't here.
Okay.
So, which bizarrely 3 years ago was Yoko Pwno. I mean, apart from myself, normally we have Lewis Williamson, who plays the fiddle. He should be joining us, but you know,
I did try and call him, but he hasn't been answering. So
he's a free spirit.
He's a free spirit. He's like Henry the Hoover. He jumps from Norway. I mean, he's not even got the Norway excuse. I'm assuming he's back in Scotland.
he's in my flat, and I'm not in my flat. So.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you assume.
Hopefully the flat's still there. That's the main concern.
And and who else isn't here, Callum? And then we'll get to people that are here.
Our vocalist and fiddle player, Lissa Robertson, who's actually just called me from work. So she might join us. I don't know. And Ali Hutchison, who's got a gig tonight, but he's our drummer. So they're not here. My name's Callum, obviously, and I'll let Helen and Gary introduce themselves.
Hello, we'll go around with. I know that Gary's on the making tacos, so I'll give Let's go to Helen first. Helen, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Helen. I started playing with Yoko Pwno in the summer of 2019 and got to play loads of festival gigs, which was great and really enjoyed it. And then when lockdown happened, I sort of joined the band properly to start working on this new album, which has been super exciting. I did most of the recording actually up in Orkney, which is where I am just now. I grew up in Orkney, so I'm home for a bit. But yeah, normally I'm in Dunbar. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing, Helen. And Gary, who is making tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Double tasking, though. I mean, I think he's got...
Callum tricked me into joining Yoko Pwno during lockdown to exploit my banjo skills, and now here we are. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing.
Also,
that's broadly true.
We were discussing before we went online that tacos, the myth that tacos, because I thought I liked burritos and not tacos because tacos were crispy, but it was a lie. We were sold by the Old El Paso Corporation, who are just as evil as Dyson, I believe. Speaking of Dyson, speaking of Henry the Hoover, speaking of free spirits, I think we can go live to either Norway or East Lothian. It's Lewis.
Gordon. Gordon. How you doing, Mark?
Welcome, Lewis. Welcome to the You Call That Radio Yoko Pwno Part Machine special. We're loving the artwork. I believe there's a competition, so Calum, can we figure out what the competition is first before we...
Right. Aye, okay, cool. So, as part of the show tonight, we're going to be playing you three videos that we recorded recently, completely live at Pianodrome in Edinburgh, featuring performances of tracks from our new album, Part Machine. And so the competition, which is... basically, the prize is tickets to come and see us in either Edinburgh or Glasgow. To win those tickets, what you have to do is work out which member of the band is miming in the video. There's only one because of a technical problem. There was during recording, which was entirely my fault. One of the people in the band had to overdub their bits afterwards. So if you can guess who it is, then you can have free tickets to the gig.
And I think that, and we've got a choice if it's Edinburgh or Glasgow, I believe.
Yeah, whichever gig.
What dates are they as well? So I can bring that up on the screen.
So we're playing Glasgow. We're playing Room 2 on the 15th of April.
Yes.
So that's a week on Friday, and in Edinburgh we're playing the Mash House on the 23rd of April. We've got Acolyte. Featuring Iona Lee,
yes,
the poet, who I'm sure you know.
Great band.
On they're on support at both gigs, and our friend Iona Zed as well, not to be confused with Iona Lee, who's going to be doing her sort of electro singer-songwriter thing opening up. Also in Glasgow, we haven't announced this yet, but we've got a special secret guest flying in from the Balearic Islands. Our pals Jansky, who collaborated with us on one of the tracks on the album, are going to be playing a set, and that's a real treat. They've never actually played in Glasgow before. They're like this banging electro band, so you should totally come down and see them.
I'm already there. I'm definitely there for the Glasgow one. I've got a gig on the 23rd, so I can't make Edinburgh, but I'll definitely be there on the 15th in Glasgow, Room 2, 23rd in Edinburgh. Lewis, how do you describe Yoko Pwno? So I was trying to describe it. I think I called you electro, trad, rave.
I think I've used that, yeah.
Yes, so is that what we're using? Because obviously you need to be pigeonholed, don't you? You need to be in a bubble, a pigeonhole, before the enemy or anyone relevant like that write about you. So have you come up with a name for the type of music you make?
I don't know. I have heard Galactronica being used, but we're not
Galactronica.
Not for us, but like as for the sort of genre as a whole.
Galactronica. Yeah. Helen, have you got how would you describe the music that you play with Yoko Pwno?
Well, I guess we need to remove the Gallic bits. We need to, I don't know, Folktronica, is that better?
Folktronica? Folktronica? Gary? Tacotronica?
I mean, that'd be my genre of choice, but that's not what Yoko Pwno's on.
This is great though. It's like it's an actual like a live cookery show going on in the background. Well, we'll let the crowd, we'll let the audience decide how to describe it. I'm assuming that you've sent me the links in the correct order, so we're starting with Corn Star.
Yes.
Well, if you want to introduce that, Callum, and then we'll give it a spin. And remember, there's two. What we're looking for is to figure out which person is miming. Only one band member is miming, and also if you've got suggestions of what genre this is, we would love to hear them. Callum, introduce Corn Star, and I'll take it away.
This isn't true, but it's actually a better story than the real one, so I'm going to tell it. When we were first in lockdown, the title of this song just kind of happened. It was the name of the demo, but somebody afterwards had suggested, Liz Clark from Celtic Music Radio suggested that it was a reference to people who post pictures of their tea on Facebook. So there you go, that's what a Corn Star is.
And this is an exclusive first time. Let us know what you make of this. Can we just pause that a second? So what YouTube's done, which is great, and it's I think it's something to do with having YouTube Premium. It means that when you're doing other things, the YouTube screen stays in the bottom right hand side, which is a fantastic feature, but not when you're doing a live stream. So I'm going to do that again. So we'll take everyone away. This is Corn Star by Yoko Pwno. Let us know who is miming and who is not. Take it away.
Animals, we're animals, 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 animals, we're
I got you. Ready?
Yeah, he's
1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yo, this is Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5 live and direct here in Glasgow, Scotland, and you call that radio?
One God will not allow us as people of conscience to lose our morale. We see the crimes of this government, how they support every dictator and criminal on this earth. Sometimes you can feel down. Sometimes you
She called that radio TV. Lewis, are you enjoying the intro? That's not intro music, was it? Fancy.
I was enjoying the YouTube video playing in the background.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Was that? Did you hear that? Yeah. Sorry. I'm a wee bit of practice. I don't think I've done a show in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not even sure.
Did you not do one this afternoon, Mark?
Yeah. I mean that. I suppose that counts, doesn't it? That does count. Yeah, I did. And thanks for bringing that up. It's Kathy Malloy. Kathy Malloy's show, which everyone should check out, was this afternoon. Kathy Malloy, who does the Miscarriage of Justice organisation, amazing woman, and she's doing a fundraiser at SWG3 straight after Alabama 3 finish. It's going to be Hugh Reid and the Velvet Underpants and a whole bunch of other people. It's always a good party, and Carrollton Jug Band and Alabama 3 themselves will be there. So looking forward to that one. But yeah, it's just all the buttons again. It's a wee bit, and I'm just getting back into it. That was a banger of tune. Someone was asking, does your genre need to end with Electronica? And I think the answer to that is no. Mm-hmm. Or am I assuming wrong there?
I mean, the truth is that, as I'm sure you're well aware, Mark, asking musicians to define the thing that they do is a cruel thing.
It's cruel,
I mean,
isn't it?
I don't actually have a clue.
We don't know.
Not really. I can
Roy
identify
Hodgson
bits
said
of
that
it.
These are all miming. Is that correct?
That is 1/6 correct.
1/6 correct. Epi says, love that Bud Grass Blue Folkatronica.
Very
Alex
good.
said it was great. He said lots of nice comments from an oral treat. And Lou said I was away getting water when the miming conversation was taking place and only caught the tail end of it. Stay hydrated. Look, it's important that you're hydrated. And, if it involves missing a few seconds of the show in order to get a glass of water, then that's fine. Apart from myself, I can't really risk going for a glass of water. I've just got to make this last me a full show, I think.
I'm in a very, very similar situation, Mark, because on a complete tangent, the mains water is currently cut off to my house.
It is? What,
yeah.
What'd you do?
I'm bathing in lager.
There was a power cut. There was a power cut in my area the other day.
Is that you filling the
everyone in the community page was complaining about the power cut, and we were unaffected. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's good to win occasionally. Shouts to Colin Simon's tuned in. Shouts to Mary's tuned in. Shuni's tuned in. I think we've just hit 2K. I think we've just hit 2,000 subscribers. So
well done, man.
2,000. I think we've been on 1,996 since November. So it feels like a bit of an anticlimax celebrating that too much. So we've got some. Tam the Van says that he thinks that the mimer was the guy on the keys.
Oh no.
Epi says Lewis might be the mime. And we can't give the answer yet though, because we've still got more songs to listen to. Before we play the next one, because obviously we already know that you're playing you're playing Room 2 Glasgow on the 15th and Edinburgh on the 23rd. What about festival season though? Because I keep seeing your name appearing on the flyers. So do you have is there a list? Have you made the graphic yet?
We have no graphic, but I have a list right here, right now.
Okay, well, just go list them off then.
So on the June the 26th, we're playing at the Lorburn Hall, I think, in Dumfries. It's us and Stanley Odd, which is going to be absolutely banging. So that'll be amazing. That's on June the 26th. on
Veronica
July.
Electronica's last ever gig, is that right? She's
Is that her
retiring.
last ever gig? I saw that she was. I saw that she was leaving, but I didn't realise.
I don't know if she's already. She may have already left. I don't know, but she said that she wishes everyone well. It's sad to see.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Stanley
And-
just too odd for his own good.
Sorry, Gary.
That was Stanley just too odd for his own good.
I mean, does Veronica Electronica leaving Stanley odd make them more or less odd on average? That's the question that we need to find out the answer
it
to.
depends on if there's a replacement or not. I think. And how odd the replacement will be.
Indeed. So on July the 14th, Thursday, July the 14th, we're on the opening night of Doon the Rabbit Hole, which is really exciting. Totally looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome.
We're on the same stage as you.
On the same night?
The same night, same stage.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, excellent.
So it's, I think it's, my understanding is it's Gyro Babies. Then there's a chance to watch an up-and-coming, a young up-and-coming artist called Patti Smith on the main stage.
Aye.
And I think
Who?
it's good to give the youngins a chance. But no, the legendary Patti Smith is playing the main stage. But I think it's timed so that you can watch Patti Smith and then come back and see you guys.
Lucky for her.
So yeah, she can rush off and learn a thing or two from Yoko Pwno. I think, and maybe I believe. Then I think it's Tim Burgess for the Charlatans on that stage as well, who's doing a DJ set. So
yeah.
I'm right. Well, don't all be there the full weekend. Obviously, I'm excited for doing it. All right, sorry to interrupt your flow of gigs, but yeah, Doon the Rabbit Hole. Go and get your tickets now.
Indeed, yeah. We're also playing at Landed Festival in Wales, which we've been to a few times on the weekend of July the 30th. The exact date for that's not quite been nailed down yet, but we'll be there. It's an awesome wee festival with lovely people. We've been down there a few times now. Apart from that, we've got a few other shows out. We're also opening up for Hot Chip in Glasgow, which is
Amazing.
exciting. Yeah, totally.
The new Junction 1, I think.
Yeah.
Which is I think near Rutherglen. I think it's near Ruggie. So that looks amazing, man. What date is that? Actually, I'm going to put that in my diary because I would like to see that.
I'm not sure. And the reason I'm saying I'm not sure is because I think it might be getting moved, but they've no announced it yet. So
okay.
But keep your eyes peeled for that. The gig is happening, and it will be an absolute banger. Not least because Hot Chip are playing, and they're fantastic.
Does that mean we're the same genre as Hot Chip?
Yeah, Chiptronica.
Chips.
Chips.
Chippendale Tronica.
Chippendale. Which Chippendale, Mark, though? The strippers or the furniture?
The squeaky ones or the
Squeaky
hunky ones.
That's 3 possible Chippendales.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christ. Anyway, we've got a couple of other things as well, but I don't think any of them are quite ready to announce yet. So, just keep your eyes peeled and keep looking at our page.
Just go to Edinburgh and Glasgow, and then you'll find that if you sell out Edinburgh and Glasgow, then at the gigs you'll tell everyone all the information they need. The Chipmunks, the Chipmunks, not the Chippendales. Sorry, the Chipmunks. I was getting mixed up with. Okay.
That's funny though, because I knew exactly what you meant.
I just thought it was Chippendale. Well, Chippendale are the Chipmunks actually.
Oh.
That's what's happened.
That's it. Yeah.
We've got lined up Horace's. We're still a chance to win. We need to find that used to guess who's miming because there was a mistake. So someone had to mime during these amazing. I mean, the piano drum looks incredible. What a setup that is in there. This is called Horace's. What is this about? Lewis, do you know what Horace is about?
Gary's your man for this one.
Gary.
I mean, Lewis also knows, but
Gary, I think it's your turn.
It's a bar in New Orleans, and it was across the road from where we happened to be staying when we were there on tour in 2016. And I don't know, it left a good impression. Horace is a very aloof man that just sits at the bar and plays R&B and drinks Crown Royal and Miller High Lifes all day. And we contacted him several times about featuring him on the album and naming the track after him. I don't think he even remembers who we are.
2016.
Yeah, he can have the tribute anyway, but I think he'll be confused when a copy of the album shows up at his pub.
And you were in New Orleans in 2016?
Yeah, a couple of times, yeah. But 2016, we did a 3-month tour of America, and then a wee.
This is a different we. This isn't
This
this
is
we.
what we. Yeah,
Not
okay,
you,
yeah,
Pwno.
okay. I was going to
Lewis
say,
and I,
keep
and
that-
some other vagabonds.
I've heard New Orleans is amazing. Well, we're going to go to check it. Dedicated to Horace of.
Brothers and sisters, may the peace that can only come from the one God be upon you. We are here to tell people that we hear you. One God will not allow us as people of conscience to lose our morale.
powered by our patrons. It did that thing again, whereby two things played at the same time. Sorry about that. But I hope you just heard the music okay. Callum, Helen, Lewis, Gary. Lewis, Helen,
Hey.
Callum, Gary. So I've gone a bit slow.
Power Rangers.
I'm pressing the buttons, but Rescue Rangers, we heard that Chippendale were
Rescue
actually
Rangers,
Rescue
right.
Rangers.
Right, you
I
are.
don't know if that's a true story or not. I'm pretty sure they were the Chipmunks, but apparently they were Chippendale were the Rescue Rangers. So it's all the big question. So who was miming? Who was miming? And you can win a ticket to either Glasgow on the 15th or Edinburgh on the 23rd. Epi thinks it's a double bluff because Lewis asked the question. Brilliant, says Jigsaw Tiger. Another great tune, says Lou. Colette is in the house. Hi, folks. Bra band for Baby Doll. With some excellent emojis as usual. Good to see you
that's
back.
very
He
nice.
says it's music for the soul. Some, shouts to Jigsaw Tiger. And thank you for congratulating us on 2K. We made it. It was a long time in. Also, I want to say thanks to Dunk Stark for signing up as a YouTube member. We don't have many. Epi's a member, Dunk's a member. But if you want to support the show, you can hit join on YouTube, or you can do patreonorcoffee.com. Thanks to everyone who's still supporting the show. I really do appreciate it. It's not possible without you. Now, I've been making the mistake of saying it's a pre-order, and that's wrong. That is fake news. It's actually not a pre-order, but a order. A order. Is that right? A current order, a past order, a order. skyrecords.com/partmachine.php. I put a link in the comments again for you to check it out. I've not actually listened to the full album yet.
Oh.
Is it? Did you? I remember
It's
talking
good.
to you before. You were going to try and keep it away from the streaming sites for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing we're doing. Yeah. And
It's
it
a,
was
risky,
kind
it's a
of
risky move. It's a risky move. I did it with Jackal Craig's album though as well, and I think fuck it. If people really want it, they'll support you and they get a nice bonus of getting to hear it before anyone else does.
Yeah, I mean the question for us basically, and what some people do well out of Spotify. Some people get playlisted, get lots of plays, and get a return from it.
Yeah,
But
like
we've never
yourself,
we've never had that. We've and it's not been a huge drag to not do it so far. I mean, I dare say it'll end up somewhere for free eventually, but having spent a lot of money making this album over the past couple of years and a lot of time and effort, and it just to throw it up online and forget about it, it just felt a bit like we were selling ourselves short, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's good, and it means, of course, you've got a chance to launch it again if and when you do go to the streaming platforms as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good shout. Helen, let's bring you into it. What do you think about the streaming platforms and all of that kind of stuff? Necessary evil or just evil?
I think probably it's just evil, isn't it? It's not helping any musicians who are getting started. But I don't really know how we fix that, because it's the problem, isn't it? You want people to hear the music still. You want it to be accessible. But I guess having the videos is a good way to still make some of our music available to listen to, the live versions. Yeah,
it's. I agree with that as well. I mean, I did do a one-man boycott of Spotify and that for years, and it just didn't seem to make any difference. So yeah, they won. So I tried though. I tried, but now just put the songs on there a wee bit later than normal. But then I suppose what the bad side of that is that obviously you then get less streams and less of a buzz when the album does come out. But fuck it, I say who cares, because probably more people have supported it. And
I think more more bands are starting to do that. Certainly in the trad world, there seems to be more bands that are keeping their stuff off Spotify for the first few months and then putting it up.
Or Jinx Lennon, he just refuses. He's in Bandcamp, and he makes, I think, all of them but one track private forever. So it's like if you don't like that song, you're not just gonna like my album, and that's just the way he's sticking to it. So it's like he's doubled down, man. He's doubled down. He's not in any. I think he's maybe got one or two on streaming platforms, but not many.
I mean, how quickly everyone has just abandoned the concept of owning music. Like with streaming platforms, like it's just like, you know, you could put your stuff up for a free download, and I don't know if people would necessarily like it's go out their way to download it, because like if it's all just on the one platform on Spotify, then it's just it's like, I don't know, if Spotify went down tomorrow, then suddenly everyone would turn around and go, what happened to all my music that I used to listen to? I can't access.
Where's LimeWire? Is LimeWire still in the go? Where's Pirate? Is Pirate Bay still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's when everything moved from the computer and CDs to it all being on your phone, then people were trying to avoid wasting too much of their memory on having a massive music collection. Although I think phones are starting to get a bit better with the amount of memory you can. So I think I'm going back to ownership. I mean, the problem is Spotify, that it was good, like it just did work. So I kind of did enjoy it for people, but I think it's time, you know, between the AI thing is a bit weird as well. It's like, you know, and having to pay them a $10 a month to listen to your own songs, because that's all I use Spotify for anyways, listening to my own songs. So it just seems like a waste of money. Anyway, the most important question is that, you know, I haven't made any content for a few weeks, apart from this afternoon, as Callum pointed out. So I should be absolutely fine. But the only thing on the internet, the only thing in the world that matters is should Will Smith have slapped Chris Rock? Now, if we make this a snippet, then we can go viral. Maybe we've missed the algorithm train. But let's start with Gary. Should Will Smith have slapped Chris Rock?
No. A comedian's there, hired to make fun of people at an award ceremony. It's not his fault your marriage is going down the shitter. Don't be a pussy. Take it to the therapist.
Gary's confident in that one. Callum, do you have an opinion on that?
I refuse to believe that any of these people are actually real. I think that they're just automatons who cavort on screen for our entertainment.
I think they're actors.
Actors.
Well, and is there any difference between that and what I've just said?
There's a conspiracy theory in it. Will Smith is an actor.
It's a shame that we're in different places, Lewis, because...
Is it true that Will Smith is an actor? Ladies and gentlemen, we may have uncovered something here. Is Will Smith actually an actor?
Callum,
I mean, like, I've got a few of his CDs. Apparently, you can stream his music now, but...
So Fresh Prince was all a lie? Men in Black was not a documentary?
Not only was he not a prince, he actually smelled pretty bad for the duration of that show.
Let's go back to the music. We've got what I think we've got a song called Long Bath to play. Is that correct?
And just speaking of baths, yes.
Speaking of
freshness.
Speaking of fresh princes, Smell You Later, Long Bath. What is this song about? Who can introduce this one? Helen, do you know what this is about?
Well, this is another one of Gary's tunes with some of Callum's lyrics. Yeah.
You guys know what it's about.
Yeah, I feel like Gary needs to explain this one again.
Gary, what is Long Bath all about?
Well, my original name for the track got vetoed because it was a worse person than who we originally ended up naming it after. But I won't name him. We've cancelled that man.
Oh, yeah, you could give it away.
Why can't you?
He knows who he is.
It was Mel Gibson, but for obvious reasons. So it was actually Lewis's brother wrote a tune, and then I borrowed the melody, made it minor, and fucked it up a bunch and made it into my own thing. But I gave him a writing credit. I'm not Ed Sheeran. I'm not just going to steal it. And,
did Ed Sheeran not prove that his music's so bland and beige that he's ripped off every song that's ever existed at the same time?
Absolute, yeah, complete.
I can prove. He went into court. Went. I can prove in a court of law that I've ripped off everything because all my songs sound the exact same.
There's only
And
five
the
chords
judges
and
went
12
fine.
notes,
You're
I've
right.
ripped off everything.
Well, we've
So,
never ripped off the same band twice. That's our rule.
Yeah.
Long
Yeah,
Bath.
gotta follow.
This is Long Bath. Another exclusive live from the Piano Drome. This should hopefully work straight away.
I am hollow, just a shell. Feel the waves roar, ride the swell. I am hollow, just as well. Water, pull me under. Ocean over. 2 weeks out of Gloucester when I caught him in the net. So we took him up and wore him down. He'll make a fine man yet. We were sailing homewards, sweet little vignettes. The rigging tore my legs off and taught him to regret. I am hollow, just a shell. Feel the waves roar, ride the swell. I am hollow, just as well. Water, pull me under. Listen to a story of a man condemned to die. We all knew what he had said, but we never asked him why. He made me run for president and sail the sea of grass. Now I've been around this wide world, so wake up in this fast. I am hollow, just a shell.
brothers and sisters.
Is that you, Daniel? Are you before me?
Call that radio.
You call that radio.
Hello, yes, this is Dog.
This is You Call That Radio TV. We are live for the Yoko Pwno Part Machine album launch kind of thing. Although I believe there is going to be another, is there going to be another internet album launch where he's play the music liver than even that?
Yeah, we're going to play the music 6/6 live at Limbic TV on Tuesday coming. So that's Tuesday
Limbic
the 12th.
TV, that'll be brilliant. All the Limbic TV shows have been absolutely fantastic over lockdown. And Tuesday night, what time? 7?
I think it's 7, yeah.
7, I think.
There's
We've
an
got
event page. It'll be on our page.
Another member of Yoko Pwno has entered the chat just in time.
Literally just got home.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, Lisa.
Just in time with the 208, but we've got enough time because we've still not done the competition yet. So
That's
we've
true.
got one more time. Who is miming? So the question is who is miming, and just guess who miming. If you get it right, or the first person to get it right gets a free ticket to Glasgow on Room 2 on April the 15th, or at the Mash House on April the 23rd in Edinburgh. Who's miming? There's a couple of guests already in the comments that I'll go back to in a minute. Right. But what have you been up to? Just finished work, and are you tell us about the album. Are you happy with it? And are you looking forward to playing gigs and stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone else has said the same, that they're really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm super excited to get out there with this album with Helen and Gary on it too. So super excited to be showing off Gary and Helen. Yeah.
Callum is miming, says Brian. Lou says Callum was miming.
Brian wins.
Brian wins.
Brian
Callum,
wins, man. Yeah.
First time, Brian says, the first time hearing Yoko Pwno, and I can categorically state that they're officially the berries. Wee bruh for the Balak. Brian, you've won. You're going to see them at Glasgow. I mean, Lou got it right as well, but you were just a wee bit slower than Brian. I think there's a ticket. It's a +1 for Glasgow and Edinburgh, isn't there? So if you can, maybe we can split the tickets between them.
I just tell them. Just get in touch, guys. If you just drop us a message at the Yoko Pwno Facebook page.
Room 2.
We'll sort you out. And to be fair, I was only miming when I was playing the guitar. I was doing the sound in the night, and I knocked one of the controls and wrecked the whole recording. The saxophone's real, but the guitar is completely not.
So just an after, just I had to go back
aye,
and record
yeah.
it on. It sounds great, man. It sounds
Annoyingly.
great.
Thanks.
Mark O'Dowd agrees. Great sound. Chris doesn't want to be pals with Callum anymore.
We were never pals, Chris. Who even are you?
But he did say, this is all amazing, get me to the dance floor. And Chris, I think Chris sent me a message I hadn't replied to. By the way, to anyone who sent me a message in the last 3 weeks, sorry, I've just not, I kind of had to just dingy the internet for a couple of weeks, so I will get back to everyone. I'm starting to catch up with stuff over the next few days. I should be caught up with everything. But amazing. I'm really looking forward to the Room 2 gig. I will definitely see you there. That's the 15th. Can't wait to hear the album. The album's out now, and I've not actually heard it all, so I've just been enjoying all the Piano Drome songs, so I'm going to go and download that myself just now. And we are going to finish, I believe, with the duet you did, Black Cat Moon, was it?
Yes, the Black Cat. Well, listen, you tell them about it.
at the Black Cat, with collaboration with Acolyte, made up of Iona Lee, who is an award-winning poet, our very good pal Gloria, who did some very strange, odd, incredible cat noises and weird cackles. We've got who's got Ruri Morrison on the bass, super groovy, and the drummer. I am going to. I think is it Daniel? Am I right? Is it Daniel?
Dan Hill.
Dan Hill.
Dan Hill.
Dan Hill. Dan Hill. Daniel Hill. Dan Hill. Got it. Yes, I'm good at that. It's been a pandemic, and yes, there are two drummers on that track, which I think is really awesome. And it's pretty spooky, and Iona's voice is incredible. So this is Black Cat, I guess.
I seen Iona at she was doing a thing with Victoria McNulty and Dempress at the Paisley. I don't know, it was like a Paisley Literature Festival or something. I just went. I didn't know much about it. I just went along because it sounded good, and she talked about it and played the song. And she was I didn't know the backstory to it. That apparently this is about a cat that she met in the Isle of Iona, where she actually went, and it was just like a cat who had, like, you know, the old myth of 9 lives. This cat had done all sorts. This cat had many stories, and he used to just sit in the smokers section. So it's based on a true story, The Black Cat with Acolyte. It's a brilliant tune. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Good luck with the new album, and we will see you at Room 2 in Glasgow on the 15th. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks so much for having us, Mark.
Right, cheers,
anytime,
Mark.
guys. Anytime. Bye. And yeah, guys, check out the show that I did with Kathy Malloy on the YouTube channel earlier on. And thanks everyone for subscribing. We hit 2K. This is Yoko Pwno with Acolyte, who you can see both of them either at Room 2 on the 15th or at Edinburgh Mash House on the 23rd. Thank you. We'll be back soon. Bye. Did that hang again? The new YouTube feature, which is the bane of my life. We'll try it again. This is Acolyte with Black Cat. I'm going to rewind it because it starts with an amazing cat noise from Gloria, as mentioned earlier on. Bye.
Herself in the designated smoking area, and all you lot look alike to me. See, we were worshipped as gods once, and I have not forgotten. I am the cat who sits by herself in the designated smoking area, and all you lot look alike to me. See, we were worshipped as gods once, and I have not forgotten. I am plant-like and purring, warm in the greenhouse with the gardener, cabbage-shaped, awake in a dream state. I am 1,000-year stare on the dirt track at dusk, quite camouflaged by midnight. Just two low UFOs, flying saucers of milk, mirroring the moon. I am 1,000-year stare on the dirt track at dusk, quite camouflaged by midnight. Just two low UFOs, flying saucers of milk, mirroring the moon. A litter of little kittens, buttoned up in my double-breasted belly. I pause on the stair, curled into a comma. I am comatose on the chair. I am roadkill, mangy, perhaps a little mad. Bad omen, black cat with the upside-down horse's shoe spine. I have seen the other side in the thresholds of my 9 lives. I have seen the other side. horse's shoe spine. I have seen the other side. In the thresholds of my 9 lives, I have seen the other side. I have seen the other side. In the thresholds of my 9 lives, I have seen the other side.
Yeah, no respect in every aspect of the man like Mark. I love what the man talk on the radio. In case you never know. You call that radio, radio. Call that the radio, radio. You call that radio, radio. Call that the radio, radio. Come and say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, just go with the flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, just go with the flow. So till you miss a mark, now go bend down low. Till you miss a mark, now go bend down low. Boom. Lot of mercy. Yo. You call that radio, radio. You call that radio, radio. Come and say, don't you be another man, I'll go lose your head. Say, don't you be another, me say, I'll lose the head. Me say, radio, radio. Call that a radio, radio. Straight from out of Glasgow, Glasgow. Straight from out of Glasgow, Glasgow. Nice enough on the studio, studio. Come and say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, just go with the flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, just go with the flow. So till you miss a mark, now go bend down low. Till you miss a mark, now go bend down low. No radio, radio. You call that the radio, radio. Them man I give you miss a lot of subject, and them I think a man you can't object. So don't you ever come and disrespect. I love and respect in a every aspect.